his defense, his toughness. He's been playing physical. That's one good bright spot for the Lakers moving forward as they go into the rest of the season, the playoffs, that he's really improved on the defensive end. He has size, did a good job against Donovan. He's had some good matchups. So that's good for Jake.
Yeah, let's not forget the Lakers went without Marcus Smart today. So they were already down a pretty good defender. And Jake stepped in there, and I thought he did pretty well. He made SGA work for his points. SGA made only 1 3. And took a lot of shots. Shot literally almost every minute that he was on the court for, I think it was whatever he played. It was a lot. And Jake made him work for it. So I give him credit.
Let's head back out to Oklahoma City. LeBron James is with Mike Trudell in the media.
Is there any comfort knowing that you do have as much time as you could have, I suppose?
Well, I mean, there's never a time to get comfortable in this league. The only thing we do know is that we won't be in the playoff, the play-in. So we have that week, but I mean, health is wealth. I mean, obviously, and like I said, we're already out with Marcus right now, and now Luka. We don't know what the timetable is, but obviously, we'll see what happens.
Mark Daigneault referred to the idea of, last year you guys came here, you beat them pretty handily in the first of 2 games, and he said sometimes it's good to get bloodied so you can respond. How do you internalize a loss like this, knowing that you guys play them in a few days as well?
Obviously our mindset should be about Dallas and not OKC. That's our next matchup, and then we'll get to them. But yeah, we understand and know what they're capable of, and they beat the shit out of us tonight, obviously from the start. And so when we get to that point, we'll address that. But we have another game on this road trip.
Part of you guys' success post All-Star game has been taking care of the basketball. What do they do that make it so tough to?
They just have multiple wing defenders, multiple guys that can get up in the ball. They try to speed you up as much as they can. They got great hands. They got great length. And it's hard versus a team like that when you're giving them pick sixes. I think we had 8 turnovers for 14 points like in the first 6 minutes, 7 minutes of the game. That's the game right there.
You knew what to expect, obviously, with the way that they play. Is there a difference between, when you haven't seen a team that's capable of that level of ball pressure for a little while? Do you expect?
Sometimes it takes a little bit to get adjusted to, when you haven't played a team like that in a while. But we've had some teams that kind of put the pressure on you, not to that capacity to have so many. And they were still without AC as well. Another one of those pesky, wing defenders that can, heckle the ball. So, but they did a great job. Obviously, they're defending champs, and we expect them nonetheless. We just didn't, combat that.
You guys have been remarkably together over the last month. Is this where that gets tested?
No, nothing has changed. We still will be. Obviously, be tested. Obviously, with our, with the head of the snake. Obviously, don't want to make no conclusions, but we see what happens with him. And then we'll go from there, but nothing is rattled. It's one game. It's part of the NBA season. As defending champions, we get it. We understand.
If he misses some time, no matter what it is, what's the process for you to shift from the role you've been in to whatever the role would be asked of you while he's out?
I don't know what the role will be asked of me. I don't know. We have to see what that role will be. I've been in this one for a minute now, so it'll be an adjustment, but we'll see.
I like the line there. Health is wealth as we await the word on Luka Doncic, but also wait for the return of Marcus Smart. But Big Game, I'm actually going to let you share what you just shared, just in terms of how good they were in the month of March and what that can show you about a night like tonight.
Yeah, look, the Lakers have really done a remarkable job of finding, who they are, their identity, their defense. But when you play against a championship pedigree like Oklahoma, and they haven't just been playing great overnight. They are champions. They have the MVP, and it kind of shows you where you have to get to. I don't think the Lakers, it was a horrible game. I know they can play better, especially if they got Marcus Smart in there to set the tone defensively. But it does show them the tone, the attitude, the physicality, the way you have to prepare mentally to even start a game. From the beginning of the game, Oklahoma jumped on them so quickly, and they can't allow that to happen. So, but they see where they are right now. 5 days from now, they'll get that second test.
Yeah, really, the only thing that has stopped OKC this entire season is injuries. And the San Antonio Spurs, the Spurs are 4-1 against them. Remember, they had that extra game in the in-season tournament in the NBA Cup, and they beat them in that too. So it's been an amazing run for the Spurs, but the rest of the NBA needs to figure out how to do this as well. And I still go back to what we said on the pregame show. When the Lakers played OKC here in LA in early February, there was no Luka and there's no Shea, so that kind of canceled each other out right there. Allie, it went down to the wire. The teams are tied with like 4 or 5 minutes left, and then Jalen Williams starts, taking over in the end, and OKC wins by 9. I would say that was a little deceptive. It didn't even seem that close. So the Lakers can play with these guys. Maybe that's the tape that JJ shows the team before they play again in 5 days, because that game was obviously much more competitive than this game, or when they faced each other long ago, right after the season started. I believe it was November, and OKC won that one pretty handily too against the Lakers.
Walk us through it. I'll come back to you on this, as we just heard LeBron say you have to obviously take it one game at a time. As much as you want to look to that next test with the Thunder next Tuesday, you still have Dallas ahead of you on Sunday, because as we talked about in the pregame show, the magic number coming in for the Lakers was 4 when it came to solidifying that 3 seed.
Yeah, and the good news for the Lakers is Denver has a tough matchup Saturday. They're playing the Spurs, who we just gave some props to. So, maybe Denver, they're only about a game and a half behind the Lakers. Maybe after tonight's Laker loss, maybe they fall back to 2 games back if the Spurs beat them. So, the Lakers, I still say if they go at least 3-3, they're gonna sew up that 3rd seed. Denver's not going to go 6-0, and it's just, when will Luka be back? And hopefully we hear from Austin and see how he's doing tonight.
That's the thing. So with 5 left, you have to go 3-2.
3-2
now.
Yeah.
And with that said, as you mentioned, you'll really feel how real that 15-2 month of March was for the Lakers.
You're getting ready
How
to
they
see.
respond.
You're getting ready to see in this how you recover versus Dallas. Regardless of who's in the game, they're going to have to figure out a way to win, and then you get to really look at. I don't know if JJ even wants to look at this film. Maybe go over your game plan of how you're going to start, how physical you have to play, and how you have to respond to their physicality and not let them push you around. Looking for mismatches is not going to work against this team. So when you pick and roll, it doesn't matter. Ayton, I thought he okay. Sometimes he got some inside shots. Dribbled a few passes and turnovers, but they're going to need Rui. They're going to need the team to really perform when they play them the next time.
Yeah, and James, the good news for the Lakers, their body of work, especially in March, was so important that they sewed up all these tiebreakers. Yeah. Houston, Minnesota, and most importantly right now, they got the tiebreaker with Denver. So there's no need to panic. It really was just one game on an 82-game schedule. The final score is not going to, win any beauty contest points, Allie, but they just got to go back to the fact that we've been playing really good basketball lately. We have the tiebreakers with the 3 teams right below us in the standings. Let's just close out with at least 3-2, maybe even 4-1 if you can make that happen.
It just hit me that you were talking about how it's really hard to find a weakness on offense, but also defensively to pick on someone for Oklahoma City, and they still didn't have Alex Caruso.
Yeah,
how
about that?
Dangerous.
Yeah.
We're heading to break. Austin Reeves fought through back pain to lead